afternoon, we are Group 6, and today we are going to talk about a last minute change. And our group members are me, Tsailing, Yujie, and Yibing. And our content includes vocabulary, scenario 2, preposition, listening practice, activity 2, high and low context culture, conclusion, job assignment, inside story, references, break time, comments, best commentators, and feedback. Now let's start with vocabulary, and please turn to page 17. And please repeat after me. Frustrate, film, negligent, air, grievance, conjure up, vacancy. Frustrate. It means feeling annoyed or less confident because you cannot achieve what you want. For example, well, not just a bit frustrated. I was actually fuming. Please repeat after me.
Well, not just a bit frustrated. I was actually fuming.
Fume. It means to be very angry, sometimes without expressing it. For example, well, not just a bit frustrated. I was actually fuming. Please repeat after me.
Well, not just a bit frustrated. I was actually fuming.
Negligent. It means not being careful or giving enough attention to people or things that are your responsibility. For example, seriously, I am fed up with their irresponsible behavior and negligent attitude towards the issue of double booking rooms. Please repeat after me.
Seriously, I'm fed up with their irresponsible behavior and negligent attitude towards the issue of double booking rooms.
Air. It means to make opinions or complaints known to other people. For example, well, I've made direct contact with the manager of the hotel to air my grievances. Please repeat after me.
Well, I've made direct contact with the manager of the hotel to air my grievances.
Grievance. It means a complaint or a strong feeling that you have been treated unfairly. For example, well, I've made direct contact with the manager of the hotel to air my grievances. Please repeat after me.
Well, I've made direct contact with the manager of the hotel to air my grievances.
Conjure up. It means to make a picture or idea appear in someone's mind. For example, at the end of our talk, she promised that she'll handle the problem immediately and get back to me once she conjures up a quick fix. Please repeat after me.
At the end of our talk, she promised that she'll handle the problem immediately and get back to me once she conjures up a quick fix.
And vacancy. It means a space or place that is available to be used. For example, it seems that there are still quite a lot of vacancies left. Please repeat after me.
It seems that there are still quite a lot of vacancies left.
Next is scenario 2. And scenario is double booking rooms on page 17 to 71. And I will make a conversation with Yujie.
Fiona, how are things going with you?
Not too bad, apart from the fact that I'll have to deal with the last minute change to accommodation arrangement.
Yeah, I know. Actually, that's why I'm here. Tom told me that you were a bit frustrated about the Traveler Hotel yesterday afternoon.
Well, not just a bit frustrated. I was actually fuming. Seriously, I am fed up with their irresponsible behavior and negligent attitude towards the issue of double booking rooms.
Of course, you are frustrated.
You see, I booked the rooms for our special invitees 6 months ago and clearly told the hotel front desk staff, these people are extremely important to us and there is no room for mistakes. Last month, I phoned the hotel and double-checked the reservation. They said it's fine, we'll have the rooms ready for you, but now such a nightmare.
Oh, poor Fiona. I totally understand where you are coming from. Is there anything I can do to help?
Well, I've made direct contact with the manager of the hotel to air my grievances. At the end of our talk, she promised that she'll handle the problem immediately and get back to me once she conjures up a quick fix.
That's good. At least they've got someone who's sensible and willing to take responsibility as well as to clean up the mess they have made.
Also, I have just contacted a couple of hotels nearby to check the availability of rooms, and it seems that there are still quite a lot of vacancies left.
Good. And have you made the reservation?
Yes, I have booked a reservation with Express Easy Hotel since they do not charge a cancellation fee.
So problem solved then.
Sort of. Anyway, at least I feel a bit relieved now. Let's move to preposition page on page 17 to 71. Number 1. How are things going blank you? Peijun.
How are things going with you?
Correct. Please repeat after me. Please repeat after me. How are things going with you?
How are things going with you?
Next, Tom told me that you were a bit frustrated blank the Traveler Hotel yesterday afternoon. 志伟.
Tom told me that you were a bit frustrated about the Traveler Hotel yesterday afternoon.
Correct. Tom told me that you were a bit frustrated about the Traveler Hotel yesterday afternoon. Please repeat after me.
Tom told me that you were a bit frustrated about the Traveler Hotel yesterday afternoon.
Next, I booked the rooms blank our special invitee 6 months ago and clearly told the hotel front desk staff. And again. 1, 2, 3. Jenny. Correct. I booked the rooms for our special invitee 6 months ago and clearly told the hotel front desk staff. Please repeat after me.
I booked the rooms for our special invitee 6 months ago and clearly told the hotel front desk staff.
Next, I've made direct contact blank the manager blank the hotel to air my grievances. 诗婷.
I've made direct contact with the manager of the hotel to air my grievances.
Correct. I've made direct contact with the manager of the hotel to air my grievances. Please repeat after me.
I've made direct contact with the manager of the hotel to air my grievances.
I have just contacted a couple of hotels nearby to check the availability blank rooms, and it seems that there are still quite a lot of vacancies left. 陈轩. 乔丹.
I have just contacted a couple of hotels nearby to check the availabilities of rooms, and it seems that there are still quite a lot of vacancies left.
Correct. I have just contacted a couple of hotels nearby to check the availability of rooms, and it seems that there are still quite a lot of vacancies left. Please repeat after me.
I have just contacted a couple hotels nearby to check the availability of rooms, and it seems that there are still quite a lot of vacancies left.
And next, I will give floor to Tsailing.
Next part is listening practice. Please turn to page 71. And there are 8 vocabularies. Number 1, troubleshooting.
Troubleshooting.
Number 2, stupendous.
Stupendous.
Number 3, calling in favors.
Calling in favors.
Number 4, untoward.
Untoward.
Number 5, indeed.
Indeed.
Number 6, I second that.
I second it.
Number 7, pinch.
Pinch.
And the last one, circulate.
Circulate.
Troubleshooting. Discovering why something does not work effectively and making suggestions about how to improve it. For example, this achievement has given you the title of Miss Troubleshooting. Please repeat after me.
This achievement has given you the title of Miss Troubleshooting.
Number 2, stupendous. Very surprising, usually in a pleasing way, especially by being large in amount or size. For example, you're such a stupendous problem-solving expert. Please repeat after me.
You are such a stupendous problem-solving expert.
Next one, calling in favors. It means that you helped that person in the past, so now you're asking them to help you. For example, I hate calling in favors.
I hate calling in favors.
Number 4, untoward. Unexpected and not convenient or unpleasant. For example, let's pray for nothing untoward to happen.
Let's pray for nothing untoward to happen.
Number 5, indeed. Really or certainly, often used to emphasize something. For example, indeed.
Indeed.
Number 6, I second that. A formal statement of support for a suggestion made by someone else during a meeting so that there can be a discussion or vote. For example, I second that.
I second that.
Number 7, pinch. The act of pinching something or someone. For example, more and more companies have started to feel the pinch recently.
More and more companies have started to feel the pinch recently.
The last one, circulate. To go around or through something, or to make something go around. For example, and could you also circulate the information among our colleagues?
And could you also circulate the information among our colleagues?
Now is listening practice.
Listening practice.
Listen to the following conversation. If the statement is true, please write T. If false, write F.
Finding a new keynote speaker. Hello, Nick. Do you have a minute?
Please come in. My door is always open.
Miss Emily Irvine has agreed to be our keynote speaker.
That's fantastic. How did you manage to get her to say yes so quickly?
She actually owed me one. So when I called her, she said, no problem straight away.
Very well done. I knew you were the one who could save the day. This achievement has given you the title of Miss Troubleshooting.
Please, you're embarrassing me.
You deserve it. You're such a stupendous problem-solving expert.
Well, I just hope I don't need to do this again. I hate calling in favors.
I know. Let's pray for nothing untoward to happen.
Indeed.
By the way, what's Ms. Irvine going to talk about?
She would like to share some tips for motivating retail staff during economic hard times.
That's interesting.
That is going to be useful as well. More and more companies have started to feel the pinch recently.
It's true. We should be grateful that we still have the funding to run this convention.
I second that.
Right. I think I'm going to ask Jane to update the keynote speaker information on the 14th GRI convention website. Could you please provide her with the relevant information, such as Ms. Irvine's expertise and work experience?
No problem.
And could you also circulate the information among our colleagues?
Sure, you can count on me.
Question 1. Ms. Emily Irving agreed to give a keynote speech about motivating retail staff. Hey, Jun?
True.
Correct. Question 2. Nick asked Fiona to update the keynote speaker information on the convention website. 志伟. What is F? False. Correct.
Yeah.
Nick asked Fiona is wrong, it's Jane. And the question 3, Nick invited Miss Emily Irving to be the keynote speaker for the 14th GRI convention. 信荣. Correct. Is Fiona inviting Miss Emily Irving?
Irvine.
Irvine.
Miss Emily Irvine.
Now is the listening content. I will be Nick and EJ will be Fiona.
Hello, Nick. Do you have a minute?
Please come in, my door is always open.
Miss Emily Irvine has agreed to be our keynote speaker.
That's fantastic. How did you manage to get her to say yes so quickly?
She actually owed me one, so when I called her, she said no problem straight away.
Very well done. I knew you were the one who could save the day. This achievement has given you the title of Miss Troubleshooting.
Please, you are embarrassing me.
You deserve it. You're such a stupendous problem-solving expert.
Well, I just hope I don't need to do this again. I hate calling in favors.
I know. Let's pray for nothing untoward to happen.
Indeed.
By the way, what's Miss Irvine going to talk about?
She would like to share some tips for motivating retail staff during economy hard times.
That's interesting.
That is going to be useful as well. More and more companies have started to feel a pinch recently.
It's true. We should be grateful that we still have the funding to run this convention.
I second it.
Right. I think I'm going to ask Jane to update the keynote speaker information on the 14th GRI convention website. Could you please provide her with the relevant information such as Ms. Irvine's expertise and work
Finally.
experience?
Expertise. Could you repeat your previous sentence? Could you please provide her with the relevant?
Could you please provide her with the relevant information such as Ms. Irvine's expertise and work experience?
Perfect.
No problem.
And could you also circulate the information among our colleagues?
Sure, you can count on me.
Now I will give the floor to Yujie.
Let's move to activity 2 and 73. And we are going to have a conversation together. And there are 3 characters. Zhang will play the customer named Sandy, and Tsailing will play the hotel receptionist named Claire. I will play the convention coordinator named Annie. And the summary is that Sandy wants to check in, but the receptionist cannot find her reservation. So she calls the coordinator Annie to ask for help.
Good morning, sir. How may I help you?
Yes, my name is Sandy. I have a reservation for tonight. Here is my passport.
Thank you. Please wait a minute. I'm sorry. I can't find your reservation.
Are you serious? I am very tired from the long plane I've just taken, and I'm going to attend the 14th GRI convention tomorrow. Do you still have any room available?
I'm sorry. It's full today. It's set for an extravagant family room which costs 22,000 NT dollars a night.
It's too expensive for me. I'll make a call first to see what happened to my reservation. Excuse me.
Hi Sandy, nice to receive your call. How's everything going?
Everything is fine until I arrive at the hotel.
What's going on?
The receptionist said they can find my reservation, and there is only a luxury room which costs 22,000 NT dollars a night.
I'm sorry about that. Let me find out what I can do for you. Can you turn your phone to the receptionist?
Hi, this is Shiny Mirror Hotel. How may I help you?
Hi, I'm Annie. I'm the GRI convention coordinator. I made a phone call to your hotel and made a reservation last week. I want to confirm the information of my reservation.
Okay, please wait a minute. Oh, I saw it. Miss Annie for 1 room.
And I remember I asked a receptionist to use Miss Sandy's name to register.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see the memo under the phone. Please accept my apologies for that.
Well, it's fine, but I think you should make it up to Miss Sandy.
Of course, we will do our best. Thanks for your help.
Is problem solved? Can you find reservation now?
I'm sorry about that. Your room has been reserved, but we got the wrong name here. Please accept my sincere apologies. There are your passport and room key. And we will provide a pickup service to drive you there tomorrow.
Okay, it's fine. Now I really need to take a break. Please help me send my luggage to my room. Thank you.
No problem. Please follow our porter. She will lead you to your room.
And I have prepared 2 questions for you. Number 1, how much does an extravagant family room cost a night? A, 20,000 NT dollars. B, 21,000 NT dollars. C, 22,000 NT dollars. 志伟
C.
Yes, correct. The answer is C. Number 2. Whose name does the hotel use to register a reservation? Peggy. Yes, the answer is Amy. And I will give the floor to Yi.
Now I'm going to talk about high and low context culture. In high context culture, it often exhibits less direct verbal and nonverbal communication. Example country is Taiwan. In low context culture, it's direct verbal communication and relies heavily on explicit verbal skills. The example country is America. So I have 2 examples to talk about high context culture and low context culture. The first one is talking about Taiwanese teacher and American teacher when they ask students to raise their hands to answer the questions. In high context culture, Taiwanese teacher usually asks questions in a more served way. There are relatively no emotional ups and downs, which makes Taiwanese students less afraid to raise their hands to answer questions. In low context culture, I have experienced that when I went to a language school in the America for study 1 month. When I was in class there, the American teacher always be very exhausted and ask the students to answer in an encouraging way. The second example is that student asks the student less sorry. The second example is that Taiwanese teacher and American teacher help the students for the solutions. So in high context culture, Taiwanese teacher may not actively help the students solve problems and may even ask them to search the internet or go to the library to find the answer. And because the experience I mentioned above, in low context culture, American teacher will be patient to help students solve the problems and even propose better solution for students for reference. So in conclusion, challenges were encountered in arranging hotel accommodation, but its positive response and firm attitude allow the problem to be resolved. It reminds us that even in the face of unexpected situations, good planning and response can help us overcome difficulties, stay calm, and find solutions. So this is our job assignment. Zheng in charge of scenario 2, vocabulary and preposition. Tsailing in charge of listening practice and vocabulary. Yujie in charge of activity 2, scenario 2, and listening practice. And I in charge of high and low context culture, feedback, inside story, job assignment, and conclusion. So this is our first inside story. The date is on 2024, February 26th. It's on 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. The place is online, and our content is job assignment. The second one is on 2024, March 22nd. The time is on 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. The place is at school, and our content is discussion and check all content. The third one is on 2024, March 30th. The time is on 9:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. The place is online, and the content is rehearsal. Now let's take a break. Please come back at